All right. Bungie has just issued a mass ban wave in Destiny 2, and this news comes to us just days after a Bungie dev matched a cheater themselves inside Trials of Osiris while live. So obviously very unhappy about that situation, very unhappy about the cheater situation in general, and now we have finally got the mass ban wave that people have been expecting and wanting in the game, because if you haven't jumped into Trials in a while, it's become an absolute cesspool of cheaters. In fact, a statistic came out recently that was 1 in every 27 Trials matches has a cheater in it on average. So some pretty crazy stuff going on. We now have the Destiny 2 team here issuing this ban wave, but if you didn't see that clip, I'll play this for you here real fast so you can see. This happened on live stream. This was Fizzle's live stream, and we actually see he's got DMG, who's the community manager, the lead community manager for Destiny 2, inside his fire team. Obviously, they're just loading into for some trials, trying to make it to Lighthouse, things of that nature. Obviously, it's a pretty rough time to be jumping into some trials, and there's a ton of cheaters in the game right now. Now, as he loads in here, you'll see that he matches a fire team of 3, and one of those guys is blocked. Usually when they're blocked, it's because they're known for cheating. His KD is a 4.5 or something like that, something absurd. When you look up their stats, they are in fact a cheater. And so, of course, naturally, when they see that they're matching against DMG, they immediately back out of there so that way they can try to avoid the ban. I don't think that helped them at all, though, because we actually caught them here with the D2 hacking report. Shout out to them on Twitter. They actually put together compilations of all the different hackers there are in the game. They're the ones that give us the statistics. Appreciate the work that they're doing, crunching all these numbers. And you can see here that they actually had here DMG also played a cheater for the first time since they started tracking, and you can see DMG played against one person that was flagged in one of their games. So even the hacking report, their people who are crunching all these numbers was able to get that information. So definitely a cheater, and the cheater's worst nightmare when you match against a literal Bungie dev, someone that has the power to push one button and ban your account, right? The Destiny 2 team tweets out just now saying, "This week, we have banned a large number of accounts that were breaking our terms of service, either by cheating or through violations of our code of conduct." So some interesting variations there, not just cheating, but also code of conduct. We've also been seeing a lot of increase of people who are manipulating the matchmaking in the game as well. We'll get to that in just a moment with the D2 hacking report. Additionally, we are investigating an exploit involving the use of an external tool that's circumventing our in-game Bungie name filters. So if you don't know, the cheaters, as they're in the matches, they're randomly changing their names to different things. They can basically communicate to you, even though they don't have a mic, right? Because they're on the other team. They can still communicate to you via their name, type things in there, offensive things in there, all types of crazy stuff. We are banning accounts engaging in this conduct and actively working towards a solution to prevent names that break our code of conduct from being exposed to our players. Gotcha. So they're going to be banning those that did engage in that. And also, I should say, it's kind of weird that you can't just change your name at any given time. The fact that cheaters can do so effortlessly seems weird, but they give us an article here and we'll provide updates when possible. So there we have it. Now, again, moving on to the hacking report, they have this week's Trials cheaters, January 10th through January 14th. They have a pay spin. They've got all of their different Destiny tracker, accounts, and they can look at all the different stats, and you can tell if someone's a cheater. You can tell they're a cheater because they have an excessive amount of kills with a heavy weapon. There's no way that anyone should be having, it shows here 15 kills in one match with a heavy weapon. Yeah, it doesn't seem very legit, right? In Trials, there's only one round with heavy, and there's 3 people on the other team. The maximum heavy kills you're gonna get is like 3, maybe 4 by some crazy chance, but you're not getting 15 kills with a heavy weapon in a Trials match. So pretty easy to crunch those numbers and get that information and identify to the Destiny 2 team that they're cheaters, but we actually haven't seen them work directly with the D2 hacking report. I would love to see an article where, the Destiny 2 team, and then we have BattleEye, and then even work with this D2 hacking report. I'm sure it's just, one individual guy doing this on their own, but they're passionate enough and they seem to be good at identifying the cheaters. Work with them and actually make a meaningful change to this playlist. Terror was the content creator that has played the most cheaters this weekend. So if you don't know, every week we get to crown someone as the person that received the most matches versus cheaters, right? Last week was ZK Mushroom. This week it goes to Terror. So whichever content creator wants to suffer in the Trials playlist more, usually it matches the most cheaters, because there are so many. And that's everything in regards to that. We've also seen a hacking report. They're talking about a large number of increase in people who are matchmaking, manipulating. They're finding more and more data of that. A lot more people are manipulating the matchmaking. And then of course there's smaller issues out there like Cronus Zims and stuff like that. These are external devices that you can use where your controller doesn't have recoil and things like that, can enhance your aim assist and do all kinds of funky things that Bungie, for whatever bizarre reason, allows as an accessibility device, even though there are actual accessibility devices for people that need them. They let people use these cheating devices under the guise of accessibility. So it's a frustrating issue because even if we actually do crack down on cheaters like this, there's still a big overarching issue of these devices and people using them. And so let me know what you think though about the ban wave. Let me know if you actually jump into some trials, if it's a little bit better. I don't know if I'm going to jump in. I think I might steer clear of that playlist until Heresy goes live. But if you want to jump in, feel free to do so and let me know what your experience is like down there. That's a wrap on this video though. Make sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all the news in Destiny 2. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.